With College Football 26's release, we've seen a ton of videos hit YouTube giving everyone helpful tips and tricks for their college football experience. Now, if you're like me, you've been going through and checking out some of these videos, and there's been a trend. The tips and tricks are focused heavily on the recruiting aspect in Dynasty, how to navigate recruiting and the transfer portal, as well as potentially skill trees you want to do for your coaches. And then the other tips and tricks have been gameplay focused, but for the user versus user experience. There has not been any tips and tricks, or very few anyway, on the user versus CPU gameplay experience in Dynasty mode, and that's why I am here. I want to say thank you for checking out this video. Welcome to the Sim Gaming Network, where it's all sim all the time. Today I'm going to go over something you need to stop doing right away in College Football 26 and start doing instead to replace this. This is going to improve your experience in the game while playing defense. Now, before I go ahead and dive into what that is, if you could do me a favor, if you're new to the channel, man, you appreciate this content, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. It'll really help me out. We just hit 18K. I'm pushing hard. This is my time of year to grow and grow and grow, and you will help me do that. And if you could subscribe to the channel, it really means a lot to me. Also, if you appreciate the content in this video, please like it. Helps YouTube show it to more people, which helps me grow as well. Now that we got that out of the way, let's go ahead and talk about what you need to stop doing in College Football 26 and what you need to start doing instead. Okay, so for this demonstration and talk about what you need to start doing and stop doing in this game to improve your gameplay, we're going to just run the nickel 3-3 stack, cover 4 quarters, and we're going to run it against the flood concept here on the gun doubles Y set. And what you're going to notice is the CPU quarterback is going to drop back and he's going to throw it to the flat. He's going to throw it to the flat every single time because that is what the defense is giving him. This defense is taking stuff over the top away from him without any edits to our defense at all. We know that there's an option to protect against the sticks. We know that there's one to go over the top. We know that there's a pass commit. There's lots of things that you can even do on top of this, but without even making any adjustments, the quarterback is scanning the field and he says, nope, nothing is open downfield. We're just going to swing it out to the running back in the flat. Well, what does this do? Well, it does two things. Number one, it makes the CPU offense feel unchallenging because they're just going, short. They're not really pushing the ball down the field. They don't feel like a threat. The other thing it's going to do is it's going to jack up completion percentage for the CPU quarterback. And we know that we haven't really been seeing the off-target throws that we'd like to in this game. No matter the quarterbacks overall, it does feel like every quarterback is fairly accurate. Too accurate, let's just say that. So what can we do here? Well, the first thing I want to tell you is to stop doing, if you've been doing it, is going in pre-snap and holding, if you're on PlayStation R1, or if you're on X, you hit the right bumper, whatever it's called, and going pass commit. Now, I cannot show you this very well in practice mode because it doesn't replicate, but it is a well-known fact that if you go pass commit this year, it is very overpowered and it ramps up your pass rush because it's telling your defenders there's no threat of a run and go all out rushing the passer. When you go pass commit, you are doing two things. Number one, you're telling your defenders, go all out, get into the passer, and this does lead to more sacks. Number two, it's also telling your secondary, like, hey, sit back and wait for a pass. When you do that, you are gonna make the quarterback do one of two things. Number one, take a sack. Two, scramble from the pressure. Or three, do a check down. All three of the things are things we do not want to have every single time we're playing on defense. Instead of doing a guess play like a pass commit or anything like that, instead what you want to do is you want to hit triangle for your secondary and you want to shade them underneath. This is huge with getting the CPU to push the ball down the field. As you can see, we shaded underneath, and the first time we did that, he throws to his tight end. We're going to do it again here. Remember, we ran this play several times, and he went to his halfback every single time. As soon as we shade underneath, he is pushing the ball down the field to his tight end. We're going to continue to do underneath, and again, he's gonna not throw it underneath to the halfback because that's now there, and because it opened up the tight end. Now, I know some of you are saying, well, that means the CPUs, we're not stopping the CPU. Well, you can't. I didn't shade, and look what he did. This is going to lead to more opportunities for passing completions, and you're going to want to adjust your defense a little bit to protect that. Now, so what happens if we go underneath, we shade, and we protect against the sticks? You can offset your defense to potentially counter what they're running there. As soon as we went sticks with shade underneath, he goes back to his halfback. So there's a little bit of a chess game you can play right here, and you can even mix in your shell coverages and stuff like that. Let's see what happens when we do that. Does he still go to his tight end? Does he push it further down the field? He waits, hangs in the pocket before going on the field. So guys, this is really important. Now, I know that it looks like he's got an open person every single time on this play. But as you mix up your coverages, if you're shading underneath, you're going to get more throws from the quarterback down the field, which will lead to more pass breakups, the more likely for him to have an off-target throw, more chances for interceptions, and the gameplay is going to be better than forcing the quarterback to dink and dunk because you're taking everything else away from him. So go ahead, try this in your dynasty, in your gameplay. Let me know how it works for you. Stop pass committing if you are, and start shading underneath, and tell me how it improves the gameplay for you. Otherwise, guys, that's it for this one. Stay tuned to the next one. Peace.